Okay, we're back again. Hi everybody. How are you, my dear students? I hope all of you have a great days, and I hope all of you stay safe and keep yourself at home to protect yourself from the dangerous diseases. Okay, anyway, I will start today with you revising the pages starting from page 374 in case of revising the previous lessons that we were taken in the last week or in this week. Okay guys, so we will start today with page 374. So you are with me, please open your book in that page. Okay, 374. Okay, let me zoom in the page please here, and I will start with you now reading the questions and understand what they want exactly here. So let's start now talking about what here. Now I will read for you this one. Read the statement, then draw a line to match each statement with the correct picture. So here there are so many pictures and you have to match them with the definitions or descriptions here. Okay guys, so let's start with the first description is what? Number one, this state of matter does not have a definite size or shape. All of us know this. The definition here is what exactly is related to which term exactly, or scientific term. So the state of matter does not have a definite shape or volume. Okay, definite size or shape, or definite shape and volume. So it's what exactly, guys? This one related to which one, guys? If you remember, try to select the image, appropriate image that you will find it is correct with the definition number one. Okay, let's see. I think it's letter E. Why, guys? Because here I think they talking about what? Water vapor gases. Okay guys, so here the water are boiling and the water vapor are what goes up. So they talking, I think, here about the water vapor. So I think now let's say that E is related to which one? To number one. Okay, so for that reason I will write here number one is matched with what? With which one? With E. Okay, with E. Matched with E. Okay, so this state of matter doesn't have a definite size or shape, which is what? The gas state of matter. Okay guys, the gas, because you know that the gas doesn't have a definite shape or volume. Definite shape because you know that the air that's surrounding you has a definite shape. No. It has a definite volume. Sure, no. Also you can measure, I mean, the gases that's surrounding you. Sure, no. Okay, number two, this state of matter has a definite size and takes the shape of its container. Okay guys, did you remember this one is related to which term or scientific term exactly? This state of matter has a definite size and takes the shape of its container. Definite size, it's mean what, guys? You can measure it. Okay guys, definite size, yeah, so you can measure it easily by what? By using some tools. Like what exactly? Graduated cylinder. Okay guys, and it takes shape of the container. It take the shape of container like this one. Okay, so I think the water take the shape of the glass and take the shape of the jar or whatever. So for that reason I think 2 is related to letter B. Okay guys, so you have to match what? 2 with what? Letter B. Okay, or you have to say that 2 is matched to this one, or matched. Okay, right, it's matched to letter B. Okay, now we finished number 2. Now let's go to the third one. During the process a liquid changed to gas. Okay guys, during this process a liquid changed to a gas. Which process we mean, guys? Number 3 is related to what, guys? If you try to remember, if you check all of them, even this image, by the way, is correct, but I will not select this one because we selected to and match it with number 1. For that reason I will not select it anymore. I will select, I think, the first one. Why the first one, guys? Because we were talking in the previous lesson about what? The bottle. The bottle itself is what? If you remember, the bottle is what exactly? If you want to see the bottle. Okay, bottle is something like this. Okay, see guys, this is the bottle. Okay, this is the bottle. Okay, this is the bottle. It's a small area of water that's found on the street or anywhere after a rainy day. So this puddle will disappear after a hot day. Because what, guys? Because evaporation process. So after a sunny day, this puddle or a small area of water will start to disappear. Because what? Because the evaporation process. Okay, guys, that is what I mean. For that reason, I think I have to match letter A with what exactly? With 3. Okay, so with 3, so I will write here matched with what? Letter A. Okay, guys, so matched with letter A. So if you see now here again, letter A is related to number 3. Okay, number 4. This state of matter has a definite size and shape. Sure, they are talking about what exactly, guys? They are talking about the solid, because they're talking about something that have definite size and shape. Okay, definite size and shape is what exactly is the solid. So I think they're talking about the icy cubes itself. Okay, because they take the cube shape. Okay, guys, for that reason, this is the definite shape. And the size, they taking the size also. Because why? Because you can measure them by ruler or something like this. Cubes of ice are example of what? Of solid water. Okay, guys, of solid water that have definite shape and volume. So I will write here what exactly. Number 4 is matched with what exactly? D. C. It's matched with C. Okay. And the last one, during this process, a gas changed to liquid. Gas changed to liquid. Okay. We mean what exactly here? We have here only one image. I think this one. Why, guys? But this definition talking about what, guys, here exactly? About the condensation. If you remember the condensation. If you remember the condensation that happened in the can of cola. If you remember that, I will show you the example here also to remind you what I am talking about here is condensation, like a can of cola. A cold can of cola. Cold can of cola is example of what? Of condensation. So I think if you see the image here, like this one, see the droplets of water here. Example of what? The droplets of water that's surrounding the can here, or on the can, is what exactly? Is the example of condensation, guys. Are example of condensation. The droplets of water here are example of condensation. Why it's happening, guys? Because if you keep the can of cola for a long time in the freezer, and when you take it out in a warm place, what will happen exactly to the can of cola? The air, the hot air, or the hot water vapor that's surrounding the can itself, the hot air, you know that the hot air that surround us, or the air that surround us, is a mixture or combination of so many gases. One of them is the water vapor, the hot water vapor. When the hot water vapor in the air touch the cold can, what will happen? The gas in the air, or the water vapor in the air, will change to what? To droplets of water on the can. Okay, guys, this is, we call it what? Condensation. Okay, guys, this is the condensation. So for that reason, I have to write here what? Condensation. And 5 is related to what? To D. Okay, because why, guys? If you see here, I think now it's appear for me, because here I think in this image they are talking about a window here. This is a window, and someone breathe on the window, on the surface of the window, and the surface of the window is cold, and your breath is what? Is warm. So after that he draws something like a heart shape. See? So for that reason, this is what? A droplets of water in a window. I think this image is related to a droplets of water in the window, so it's related to condensation. Okay, so I have to write here what? It's matched to letter D. Match to letter D. Okay, to D. Okay, letter D, which is what, guys? Condensation. Okay, guys, condensation. Thank you so much, guys. So now let's go to the next page. Now I think we have to go to the next page, page 375. Okay, here use the words in the box to complete the puzzle. Okay guys, so here you have some words in the box. Okay, this box has scientific terms or terms that you have to what to write them again here. Okay, so it's like a game. Okay guys, that's what I mean. So let's now starting with number two, across. Okay, number two, across. Okay, the boiling changes liquid water to this state. Boiling changes liquid water to this state. What is the state exactly that will change the boiling water or the liquid water to this state exactly after boiling, guys? Is what? Try to remember, guys. I solved it many times with you. Is the gas. Okay, you have to write here what, guys? G A S. Okay, you have to write it here again. G A S. Okay, you have to take this word and write it here across. Okay, across this line, starting from 2 to 3. Okay, write the 3 letters here. Okay, G A S. G A S. G A S. Okay, because I don't have ability to write it here. Okay guys, because I don't know. Anyway, now let's go to the number 4. Okay, at 0 Celsius degrees, ice can change to this state of heat is added. So this is what exactly? At 0 Celsius degree, the ice can change. I told you many times, the 0 Celsius degrees, guys, is starting of what or beginning for what exactly? Is the beginning for the water to what? To melt or to freeze. Okay guys, so for example, if you take a solid water from the freezer and you keep it in a warm place, so the water will reach to 0 Celsius degree. And the solid water or the ice will start to what? To reach to this degree, which is what is the beginning of melting. Okay guys, because why? Because we know that the solid ice in the freezer is about less than 0. By the way, it's about -20 or something like this. But if you take it out the freezer and you keep it in the warm place, it's starting to what? To absorb enough energy to reach to 0 Celsius degree. So 0 Celsius degree is example of what? Of the starting of what? Of melting. So at 0 Celsius degree, the ice what? Can change to what? This state of if heat is added. Okay, if the ice cubes what? Absorb enough heat, or if heat added to the ice cube. So number 4, we have to write what, guys, here? So number 4, we have to write here what, guys? Liquid. We should write here liquid. Okay, see, I'm trying to write here anything in case to understand what I mean. So I will write it here. So number 4, please, guys. Liquid. Okay, liquid. You have to write here liquid. Here you have to write liquid in this line. Okay guys, so you have to take this word and write it here in number 4. Okay, and write it here in number 4. I think they have the same spaces and the same number of letters. Okay guys, so I think here 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's correct. Okay guys, so liquid is the correct one. You have to write it here in number 4. Okay, let's see number 5. Number 5, this one. I think this one is a big word. Let me see, or a large size of word. Let me see. The water in puddle. Okay, you know that the puddle. What does mean of puddle, guys? Because I show it you many times. Puddle is what? Is the small area of water that found after a rainy day. So the water in a puddle changed to gas through this process, so the puddle would disappear. Okay guys, why it disappear? Because what? Evaporation process. Because the puddle is a liquid water will change to what, guys? To gas in a sunny day. So evaporation is responsible about this one. So we have to write here what? Evaporation. Okay, you have to write this one in number 5 here. Okay, evaporation. Okay, evaporation, this one. Okay, I think it's so easy, I think, right guys? So let's go now to down. to the downwards. Okay, number one. Now they're asking you about number one, a gas. A gas changed to liquid through this process. Gas changed to liquid. Gas it changed to liquid. Gas it changed to liquid. Gas it's around the can. The gas around the can it changed to liquid on the can itself, like a droplets of water. So this is example of what, guys? Condensation. Condensation. So we have to write here what? You have to write here what? In number one, condensation. So let's see number one. Number one, yes, this one. You have to write here what? Condensation. Number one here. This column. Okay, guys, the column here is what? Is the condensation. You have to write here condensation. If you want to know what does mean of condensation, this one, the condensation, or what's the spelling of condensation, you have to write it here. The condensation in number one here as a column here. Okay, so you have to write this word here in this column. Okay. Okay, number three now. Ice is water in this state. Ice is water in this state. Number three. Number three. So number three is what, guys? Try to remember. We have only one word, no more than one word. Sure is the solid. Ice is solid, guys, because they're asking you about the solid water state, which is what? The ice. So the solid is the correct answer that you have to write it here in this column. Okay, this column is what is related to the solid. Okay, you have to write solid. S-O-L-I-D. Okay, guys, it's so easy. Okay, let's go to the next page, and this is the last page, I think. Okay, here. Sorry. Number two, make a list. Okay, page 376 now, guys. We are here now in this page. Okay, make a list of solids, liquids, and gases in your school. So, if you look around you in the classroom, you will find you will find so many objects. Some of them solids or liquids and gases. So you have now to write examples of something that you find it in your school or in the classroom. Okay, guys, so I will write for you. I will write what exactly? Solids like what, guys? Let me use this one, the notes. Okay, here, yes, I will write it here. Okay, so we can write here what, guys? Solids like what, guys? Solids. Let's start with solids like what? Solids like the table, your table, chair. Okay, what else? Board. Okay, this is the solid. What about now the liquid? You have liquid, I think. Sure, your lunchbox or your mom give you something to eat it in your school on the break time. That's what I mean. So I think we have to write milk, water, juice, anything. Okay, what about gases? Okay, gases like what? The gases like what, guys? If you try to remember something that you found it in your school is related to what of gases, or in the classroom, like what, guys? The air conditioner is what? To produce air, right, guys? So the air like oxygen or carbon dioxide is example of what? Of gases that you find it in the classroom. So air and what? Water vapor also. The water vapor, you can't find it in the classroom, by the way, in the weather of the. Okay, water vapor. Okay, all of these are example of what? Of gases that you find it in the classroom. Okay, now let's go to the next page here. Think about what happened to a glass. Okay, wait. Okay, think about what happens to a glass of cold water outside on a hot day. Or not a cold water, not about a glass of a cold water. You can say, imagine that a can that I show it to you so many times, this one. You keep it, it's a cold can that you keep it in a hot day on what? In a warm place. What will happen to this can exactly? See here, so they're asking you about something cold, you keep it in a warm place. So think about what happened to a glass of a cold water outside on a hot day. Use the word evaporation and condensation to describe what happened to the water inside the glass and what happened on the outside of the glass. Okay, let's see, let's tell you something. Evaporation will make water inside the glass what change to gas. Okay, so water inside the glass, okay, will change to what exactly? To water vapor. Because of what? Evaporation. Okay. The second thing is what exactly? The gases around the cold, or let me describe it more to understand it. The hot gases like water vapor that surrounding the cold can of, if you didn't understand what does mean of surrounding, I will write around the cold can, around, okay, around, okay, the cold can, a hot gas is like water vapor around the cold can will change to what? Will change to a droplets of what? Of water. By what? Because what? Because of condensation. Because of condensation. So one of them because evaporation, and the second one because condensation. Okay guys, because the hot gas is like water vapor around the cold can will change to a droplets of water because of condensation. Okay guys, this is the correct answer about this one. I think here the last thing that we have to write something about it is which picture shows solid water and which liquid water. Label the pictures. Okay, so easy. The water garden hose is example of what guys? Of liquid. This one is example of liquid, so easy. Liquid. Okay, this one is the liquid. Okay, what about the bag of ice cubes? Is what example of what guys? Of solid. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for listening and goodbye.